I'd like to think positively about my ability in portraying what people will like. So not new stuff, like completely new, because I don't think there's many genres popping up after ours. Still stuff that's unusual with energy. I love that stuff and I'll still play that. Really, really good. I actually didn't expect the turnout. I'm always feeling imposter syndrome. So when I seen everyone stay, especially of how well 𝗙𝗪𝗟's doing right now, I did expect everyone to just go woof, straight to the next act, but power to the people. I always loved that. They stayed, they trusted in it, even though it was so hot in there, because it was like peak sun time. The Dutch people win again. I love it. My music, I started making in the UK, but where I was getting inspiration from was mainly in the Netherlands. So maybe I didn't half know it at that time, but I almost like rebirthed what was born here anyway. So I think that resonates with a lot of people, and that's why I resonate with them when I play. And not only that, it's the energy. They're always raring for it, and they're real good music heads. 9 times out of 10, they're there for the music. I love that. Honestly, I'm actually quite fortunate that my sound is really popular over here, because in other places where I've played, it has took a little bit of time, whereas I've literally come into the Netherlands and I've dropped my tunes here and everyone's loved it. And now the fact that it's resonating for people all over the world is just like something else to me. It's just like, that's all I ever wanted, to be fair. So yeah, it's really nice. No, not dream, because I don't really dream. I normally do things so in the flow, but it's so like, if you told me 2-3 years ago, Kyle, you're gonna be playing in the Netherlands, well, no one would ever believe that. So yeah, maybe it is a bit of a dream come true, if you like. It's really cool. The thing is, the UK's had a little bit of a tough time. Clubs, a lot of our favoured clubs are closing. It's really sad. I think playing over here and me doing quite well over here has helped me back home as well, because other people have noticed what's going on over here. It was really nice, because I always do try and look around when it's a 360, because you want to involve everyone as well, because those people are there because they want to feel the connection with you. So I always think it's so important to acknowledge them, especially when it's like a big moment in a track and you're clapping everyone. It's always good to acknowledge those people behind you, because they're there for that reason. Long story short, it all started off when I was making a different genre, and then I started listening to one set by 𝗙𝗎𝗟𝗢𝗓 that was a trade birthday set. And Trade is a club in London back in the 90s that was a hard house club. And that actually was a weird time, because it was a time where straight people and gay people would be in the same environment. And in the 90s, that was very political. But because the music was so amazing, no one was bothered about anything but who was playing and what they were playing. So I thought that was so special. When I started listening to that set, I listened to 𝗙𝗎𝗟𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗀$ from 2023. And then that was the eye-opener of why I started creating this music. And I guess it kind of works. They're my inspirations why I started, definitely. You never know what's next, and I always think 𝗙𝗎𝗪 has this way of DJing where it's like a journey, No one knows what's happening, but they know it's going to be good. That's what I love about it. If you watch or listen to 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗘𝗬 and his older sets, who I honestly admire so much, I take so much inspiration from Tony's work and Simon Parkes, who wrote it with him. I really want to push that over to the Netherlands, but I think that's, you know, not yet, but I know what to push out. Like, I've got an idea of, and if they don't like it, I'll just keep playing this stuff.
Until you're 60.
Yeah.
I mean, people do that. 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗡 is still playing Sandstorm.
Yeah.
He does, actually.
True.
Yeah.
People coming to see me expect high energy, so I'd like to think positively about my ability in portraying what people will like and my choice in music. So not new stuff, like completely new, because I don't think there's many genres popping up after ours, the hard house and progressive house. Not yet, but still stuff that's unusual with energy. I love that stuff, and I'll still play that. It honestly depends on the set, the way I like prepare for something. For example, when I did play Fabric, I did have 2 or 3 tracks where I knew this would go into this, and this would go into this, and this would go into this. Well, apart from that, I think it's so important to have an open mind when you're DJing, because you really don't know what to expect. For example, I didn't know it was going to be 27 degrees, probably hotter in there. So sometimes I had to bring it back a bit because I knew it was going to be way too hot for those guys. I did want to play some really faster stuff and 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗡 stuff, but it was early, you know. I think having a plan B and plan C in your mind is just quite important. Sometimes, don't get me wrong, being like that is quite risky, because sometimes it's like, it doesn't quite go into each other. I guess that's part of the fun. If you can make it and disguise it, as long as people are enjoying it, I don't see anything wrong with that.
Do you have any pivotal moments where you think like, oh, that was me, like this is why I do this?
No, because I have a really bad memory, so it's always in the moment. But no, there has been times like that where I was thinking, this is amazing. Most of the times where I play over here is amazing. Yeah, there actually was a time when I was first in Ibiza. I think it was my first time in Amnesia, and all my friends hadn't got a ticket because they thought I'd get guest list. So I was the only one with a ticket. All my friends were expecting guest list, and because I didn't get them guest list, they all bought a ticket, but then I was thinking, well, what the hell, they're obviously not gonna go. And then I did sell my ticket, and I had to buy one at the door because it all sold out. That was my experience. I don't know why I actually sold it. I don't know. I still regret it to this day.
But you did go.
But I did go.